Good afternoon. It's nice to present this 3-minute video clip about the TRoMbone study. I'd like to thank the funders, the Prostate Cancer Foundation in the United States, as well as the Urology Foundation, a charity based in the United Kingdom, for being the funders of this project. TRoMbone stands for Testing Radical Prostatectomy in men with prostate cancer and oligoMetatases to the bone, a randomised controlled feasibility trial. What that means is that we took men who presented with prostate cancer that had spread outside the prostate into a few select areas in the bone, so up to three or less actually, bone areas, and we randomised them to standard of care treatment, which was hormones and in some cases chemotherapy on top, versus that plus surgery to remove the prostate. That has never been done before. This is a world first randomised feasibility trial, and what that means is that we wanted to work out whether it was possible to randomise men in this fashion, because of course people have preferences. This is an unproven treatment. It may be potentially unsafe because we're not used to operating on men with advanced disease, what's called metastatic disease. So we needed to check that the surgery was safe and that it was acceptable to randomise men into these two different groups before potentially considering a much larger study. We embedded a quintet recruitment investigation, which is basically some social science research with interviews of patients and doctors, the clinicians, the oncologists, the surgeons involved, trial staff, nurses, research fellows, etc., to figure out whether there were any barriers to recruitment and how to overcome those barriers to recruitment. And what we found actually is that initially recruitment was zero in the first 3 months, and the reason for that was because the trial design needed to be changed such that patients could finish the hormones and chemotherapy, the chemotherapy really, and then have the surgery if they were randomized to that arm, whereas previous trial design, or the original trial design, didn't really allow that so well. We also extended the trial from 3 sites to 9 sites to again increase the availability of the trial, especially to people close by, because we had 3 initial sites that were very much in and around London or southeast, and we wanted therefore to have geographically diverse sites. What we ended up finding is we were able to randomise all these men. We did show that the surgery was safe, and we therefore are now going to plan a much larger study to look to see whether this intervention will actually improve survival. Thank you so much for listening and for your time, and I hope it's been useful.